Hey everyone, welcome to Next Play Teaser. Today I'm diving into 7 mind-blowing hidden details you probably missed in Squid Game Season 2. Buckle up because things are about to get interesting. Detail number 1. In Episode 3, we see Gi-hun stepping back into the chaos with a fresh batch of contestants. Did you catch this? The pink-suited guards aren't carrying weapons before the first game kicks off. This clever psychological trick isn't new, it's the same tactic used in Season 1. The masterminds behind the games use it to create a false sense of security for the players. But the moment the deadly game of red light, green light starts and panic erupts, that's when the guards storm the lobby armed to the teeth, ready to control the chaos. It's a subtle yet brilliant detail that ties the seasons together and keeps the tension high. Detail number 2. During the Mingle game, there's a jaw-dropping moment when the number 2 is called out. Pay close attention. The frontman wastes no time grabbing Young-bae, Gi-hun's closest ally, even going so far as to kill someone in the room, just to keep Young-bae alive. Not only that, but as they rush to get inside the room, the frontman glances back to make sure Young-bae is safe and ensures he enters first before following him. Now, let's be real. There was no way the frontman was ever in danger of dying. So why all this effort to protect Young-bae? Here's the twist. It was all part of his sinister plan. In Episode 7, it finally becomes clear. The frontman wasn't keeping Young-bae alive out of loyalty. He was doing it with one purpose, to destroy Gi-hun emotionally. By keeping Young-bae alive only to brutally kill him later, the frontman aimed to shatter Gi-hun from the inside out. From the moment the frontman entered the game, every move he made was calculated to break Gi-hun's spirit piece by piece. Cold, ruthless, genius. Detail number 3. Season 2 takes us deeper into the lives of the Pink Guards. In Season 1, their masks made them feel like faceless, emotionless enforcers. But this time, we get a glimpse behind the curtain. Turns out the guards are just as trapped as the players. Like the contestants drowning in debt, the guards are also caught in this twisted system, doing it all for money. This season adds layers to their characters, making them feel more human. In fact, we even catch brief glimpses of their faces peeking through their masks, reminding us they aren't just faceless henchmen. They're victims in their own way. It's a subtle yet powerful detail that changes the way we see them. Detail number 4. In the spinning top game, there's a small but brilliant detail that might have slipped past you. The frontman fails 3 times in a row, but then, on his 4th attempt, he finally nails it. Here's the twist. During the first 3 tries, he uses his right hand, but on the 4th and successful attempt, he switches to his left hand. This subtle move is actually a clever callback to Season 1. Where we learn that the frontman is naturally left-handed. It's a small but intentional detail that highlights the show's incredible attention to character consistency. Blink and you might have missed it. Detail number 5. In the red light, green light game, there's a heartwarming yet heartbreaking moment that speaks volumes about human nature. When the players realize the horrifying truth that breaking the rules means death, the son instinctively leaps into action to protect his mother. During the green light, he places himself in front of her, shielding her from harm. But fast forward to the Mingle game, and the same son does something unthinkable. He abandons his mother to save himself. This stark contrast shows just how drastically human behavior can shift when survival and greed are on the line. Although he later regrets leaving her behind, the fact remains. He chose self-preservation over family in that critical moment. It's a subtle yet powerful detail that underscores the moral dilemmas and emotional weight the games impose on the players. Detail number 6. When player 246, the father with the sick daughter, is killed, there's an interesting detail. His body never falls to the ground. Even more curious, the guard aiming at him initially targets his heart, but when the shot is fired, the gun is pointed lower, suggesting it could be Null trying to wound him non-lethally. Considering the organ harvesting subplot where players barely clinging to life are kept for harvesting, it's very possible player 246 is still alive. This opens the door for a Season 3 twist where Null might infiltrate the operation and rescue him. Detail number 7. In Episode 6, there's a subtle yet telling moment during the trapdoor explosion. Captain Park doesn't flinch at all, while the 2 standing beside him are visibly startled by the loud noise. This tiny detail is a dead giveaway that Captain Park knew what was coming, hinting at his sinister nature. Now, let's talk about Season 2 as a whole. While it's undeniably solid, it doesn't quite capture the magic of Season 1. The biggest drawback, its predictability. For instance, having the frontman actively participate in the games removes a lot of suspense since we already know he's going to survive no matter how tough things get. As a result, The writers have to rely on clever scenarios rather than shocking twists, like Season 1's iconic Il-nam reveal. Despite these challenges, director and writer Dong Hyuk-won has done an impressive job. Scenes like the frontman killing another player to protect Young Bae or voting to stop the game when a twist seemed imminent showcase strong storytelling. The frontman also emerges as one of the best written characters. He isn't just a villain, he's a reflection of humanity's greed. By changing the rules of the game and giving players the chance to leave, he forces them to confront their own desires. And yet they choose to stay. His ultimate lesson to Gi-hun: the real enemy isn't the game, it's human nature. Only time will tell if Gi-hun can defy this cycle of greed and corruption, just as he triumphed over Il-nam in Season 1. Until then, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.